Hey everyone, how is it going? Hurst Quayzar here. You are in Quayzar's Customs, my home away from home, my little garage, my tinker shop, my playground. Today, in light of some of the movie cars, we are going to do a Fast and Furious 9 car. That's right, Fast and Furious 9 is not out yet, but I'm excited. I'm hoping it comes out next year, 2021. I think they slated it for April or May of next year. It was supposed to come out this year, but because of the pandemic, they did not release it. I am psyched about seeing this because I am a Fast and Furious fanatic. I love the movies, and this one will be no exception. I picked up this Nova from the auction. It is in decent shape. I picked it up for, well, I'll tell you honestly, I probably paid about $6,000 over the value of this car just to have it. So I got it. I put it in the paint shop. I painted some matte gray paint on it, so you can tell some of it's been. Looks like there's a little bit of restoration done to it. Not a whole lot because I swapped the hood around just to see how the hood looked. Other than that, not a whole lot. So we are pretty good with the rest of this car. Not a whole lot of modifications to it, and we are going to jump right into it and give it an overhaul. Alright, so this is the Nova Super Sport by Dodge Charger. If you want to check it out in the workshop, go grab this thing. And this is a 69 Nova. So, I know I'm going to have the critiquers out there saying, Hurst, you are really screwing up there, bro, because this is not the car in Fast 9. If you look at some of the previews, you will see that I believe it is a 74 Nova. But that's okay. That's all right. I mean, in the spirit of the movie, we're still doing a Nova. I know it's not the exact Nova, but hey, in the spirit of the movie, we're still doing it. And basically, in the spirit of the movie, look who's driving it. It is Mia Toretto. Oh my goodness, probably one of my favorite characters in the franchise. Outside of Bryan O'Conner, I liked Bryan O'Conner from the very first time I saw the movie. Unfortunately, we lost Paul Walker in a car accident when they were filming. Oh my goodness, Fast 6, I believe, Fast 6 or Fast 7. I think it was probably Fast 7. So unfortunate that we lost him, and he's no longer a part of the franchise. In spirit, he still is, believe it or not. So in the end, at the end of Fast, man, I keep wanting to think it's 6. At the end of it, 6 or 7, I'll have to look back up again. I get the movies confused. But they did do a fitting tribute to Paul Walker at the very end of that movie, which was pretty awesome. But unfortunately, because Paul Walker had died, his character is no longer, in the franchise. But I mean, Mia Toretto was his girl, right? She loved him, he loved her. What is there not to love, right? She was awesome. She was good looking, she could drive a car, and I don't know, just something about Mia Toretto that I just really enjoyed when she was on the screen. So when it came to Fast 9 and me seeing that Mia Toretto is back behind the wheel of a car, I was excited. I was totally excited that she's behind the wheel of a car, and even more excited that she's behind the wheel of an American muscle car, something other than a Dodge in the movie. I was very excited, to say the least. Okay, so I'm very excited. Can you tell? Can you tell? I can't wait to go see this movie. My son and I always go see these movies. It's this and Star Wars. These movies, my sons and I, we go watch. My older son, not so much for this type of movie, but my younger son, Oh yeah, if it's a Fast and Furious movie, yeah, we're there, right? Um, so uh, my older son, he's more into the Star Wars. So if there's a Star Wars movie coming out, you know, we're all three of us are going out to the movies, which is pretty awesome. Wait a minute, what is the size of these tires? Hang on one second here. Oh yeah, I need a fuel tank too. It's a 315/40 16. Okay, so it's a 16-inch wheel. All right, yeah. So Jeffrey Scott told me, you know, hey, go through here. It's a little quicker. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I go around this way instead of going through there. I have no idea. So when it comes to the rims, these are a black center. Black center with a chrome inner center on it. So I'm looking for something. Oh my, this is going to be tough because I thought it was going to be something like this one right here. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with these classic 20s. I'm not really sure because I can't really get good pictures online of what this Nova looks like, but this is kind of the idea of what it does looks like. So we're going to get a couple of these. Did I say they were 16s or were they 18s? Oh my. What are they? They're 16s. Of course they are. Of course they are. Alright, so we're going to get a couple of these in 16s. And we're going to grab those. We are looking at black wall tires, 315/40, right? 315, yeah, they're 315/40. So we're going to go with a sport tire. So we're going to go two of those, two 16s, 315s. And we're going to go 40 on those. Now, it's not going to look identical to the car that Mia Toretto drives, but I'm going to try and make it as close as possible because, hey, it's Mia freaking Toretto, right? I just very excited to see her. Very excited to see her back in this franchise. Unfortunate that her on-screen husband would not be there, but hey, you know, I am excited to see what great things they're going to do with her character and how they're going to, yeah, how are they going to deal with Bryan O'Conner. Now there are rumors that Bryan O'Conner is going to be back in some way, shape, or form in this movie, and that is possible with a lot of CGI. His brothers filled in for a lot of the other movie, and his brothers do look like him a little bit. So that is always a possibility, right? So that's always a possibility. But I'm excited to see what kind of, I mean, in what form is he going to be in this movie? I don't know. This will be exciting to find out, though. Be exciting to find out. It'll be exciting to find out how Mia comes about joining forces with her brother again to get all this taken care of as well. A lot of great things. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, are you guys Fast and Furious fans or not? It's okay if you're not. You know, I can be all excited for everyone. Trust me, I can be. I mean, I've built enough of the Dom's Charger in the Fast and Furious series. I think I've built it at least a half a dozen times. Different versions of it, different wheels. I didn't want that on there. I should have gotten rid of that. Mia Toretto needs more power. Mia. Mia. Oh my. Anyway. Yes, I could sit here and dream about Mia Toretto. But as we build this car, we are going to be happy to see this franchise start back up. As unfortunate as it was, the pandemic kind of put a damper on everything in the movie business. I mean, between some of the new releases and them putting it out just on pay-per-view by themselves. I mean, I would be surprised if movie theaters actually exist after all this, because one thing the movie industry has proven is that they can create take a movie that's been created, put it out on pay-per-view, and still make good money off of it. Trolls was a good example. I know no one likes the movie Trolls, but hey, it was a real big hit. I mean, it was, well, I won't say a hit, but it was very successful in the aspect that they rolled it straight out to a pay channel for viewing, for a rent to own or whatever. So I'd be surprised if movie theaters are going to make it through this pandemic. There's a lot of things, unfortunately, that we're going to probably see disappear through this pandemic, unfortunately, which will be sad. But it's change. We can adapt and overcome. We are great people. The human race always adapts to change. We can figure it out. We can overcome, and it will make it even better. Trust me, I've seen it happen before. We can always make things better. So, I mean, even in some of the franchises and companies, they've overcome. I mean, one company, if you guys don't know, is Chick-fil-A. All right, so Chick-fil-A has this whole aspect of not working on Sundays. All right, it's kind of a Christianity thing. They don't work on Sundays. All well and good, right? Well, that business is booming. That business is booming, and people said it wouldn't. It wouldn't because, hey, how are you going to make money if you're not going to work on Sundays? Well, you know what? Believe it or not, the younger generation probably fails to understand that Sundays used to be a day that everybody didn't do anything. There were no stores open. The only thing that was open when I was growing up was a 7-Eleven or what was it called? It was called a Wawa. I think that stands for Canadian Goose or something. There was a Wawa. So, those were the stores that were open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 24/7. And they were like the little convenience stores and whatnot. Gas stations weren't open. If you needed if you needed gas on Sunday, you had to plan ahead. Saturday, fill up. So, I mean, Sundays used to be a day where it was very peaceful and nobody did anything. There was no shopping, no scurrying around. For the most part, people just, kind of went to church and did their own thing at Sunday dinner, and that was about it. So, getting back to that, I think it wouldn't be a bad thing if we got back to that. It wouldn't be a bad thing that we just kind of stopped one day of the week and just even reflected on how the week went, plan for the next week, get together with your brothers, your sisters, your friends, relatives, and just, have a few beers, tell a few stories, hang out a little bit. I don't think that would be a bad thing. I think maybe the human race as a whole might benefit from it. That's for sure. All right, enough of my soapbox. Back to the Fast 9. Now, with the Fast 9, what do you predict? Why do you think Mia is back? Is it all a conspiracy theory? Is she a spy? What is she going to be? I cannot wait to find out because, she, in my eyes, she can do no wrong. So I don't care if she is a bad guy. I don't care if she is working with, what is her name? Cherie. What's her name? Oh, Cipher. Cipher's back in this movie too. She's got a different haircut. I don't like the haircut, but hey, I thought she looked more badass in the last movie than she does in this movie, quite honestly. Let's see. Let's clear this out. Now, I know Jeffrey Scott had said something about the inventory. Damn, dude, I forgot what you had said. If I were to see, I have to break them apart and get those. Okay, so let's go. Two of those. We'll go ahead and break this down. Two of those. We're gonna need 12 bushings, we know. Those bearings and wheel caps. So not a big deal with that. Okay, so all right, we can do that. Ah, man, it is a definitely a week of travel for me. I have been traveling 4 hours one way, 4 hours another way. It's been absolutely nuts. Um, I'm enjoying it though. It sure beats being in the house. You know, during the pandemic, it's been quite crazy. I have been working from home, and there's been no differentiation between home and work. And I don't know. It's been crazy. So this is a nice departure from working from home, definitely. Now I am opening myself up to other people and having to grab a bite to eat someplace has been kind of challenging. Just taking everything in stride, taking the CDC's recommendations and doing what I can to protect myself and others around me. And hey, I am going to make it through, and I will be here every week providing great content if you will let me. I want to say though, I want to thank everyone out there from on the Facebook page, um, the friends that I have on the Steam Workshop, or the Steam. What happened here? Okay, out on Steam, all the friends that I have out there. I can't do this without you guys. You guys really pull me into this a little bit more. Otherwise, it would just be me talking to the sky. I'm just glad that I have a great fan base out there, and I do appreciate you guys 110%, definitely. Let's see here. Did we get everything we think we needed? I think so. So we're going to sell the parts off. Anything greater than 88%, which is going to be mostly everything, right? Okay, yeah, we've got everything. Front wheels are 16s at a 245.45. Okay, 245.45. So we're going to go sport tire, 245, 45. Dose of those. Okay, then we're going to go back to the rims. 2 of these at 16. Got them. All right, let's do you up. I think I've got everything there. I think I've got everything there. This is a pretty close wheel to what I think is on it. We really don't have... There are some things, if I were to change rims, honestly, I would have more sets similar to this, but like be able to paint the center. So like keep this chrome, just be able to paint the center. Like for these, being able to paint just the center. Or two-tone it. Like I want the outside chrome, the inside painted, something like that. If I had my dithers about it, that's what, those would be the little changes that I would like to see. And there's one other rim I'd love to see, and those are the oval slots of old school racing wheels, American racing wheels. I'd love to see those. Back when the rim DLC was getting ready to hit, I was a big advocate for wanting those rims and baby moons. Got the baby moons, but I didn't get the oval, so hey, it's all good. Can't always get what you want, right? Is that what the Rolling Stones say? Mick Jagger, can't always get what you want. Alrighty, boys and girls, we are into the home stretch of building this all up now. Yeah, so what do you think Mia Toretto's role is going to be? How do you think they're going to work Bryan O'Conner in? Now, I have heard stupid little rumors, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm sure there's rumors out there, and if you're really interested in it, you can go out and look. But I myself, I hate spoilers. I want to be excited. I think I've probably said this in one of the other videos. Back when the Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens, I deliberately did not seek out anything on the internet as it related to that movie, right? There's a couple YouTube channels that constantly hammering about movie sets and plot plans and this, that, and the other, and I purposely avoided those sites. My sons and I go to the movie theater, right? And oh, by the way, spoiler alert. Okay, so if you don't want to be spoiled, if you've not seen Force Awakens by now, spoiler alert right now. So we're in the movie theater, right? We just get sat down, and we're getting all comfy, cozy, getting ready to, just dive into the world of imagination when it comes to Star Wars. The movie previews are coming on, and we're getting excited about seeing some of the new movies up and coming. Movie previews fade, the lights start to darken, and right before the movie kicks on, somebody yells in the back, "Han Solo dies." I'm like, you butthead. Oh my god, it just ruined it. Just kind of ruined it. Alright, he said Han Solo dies or Han Solo gets killed Han Solo gets killed. Something like that, right? So yeah, you got them Beavis and Buttheads back in the back of the audience of this theater. It was crazy. It was so you do everything you can to avoid spoilers, and you go into a movie theater and you've got that chucklehead yelling out crap in the back. So I don't know. I don't know how you can get away from that. That's for sure. All right. So for the exhaust system, let's dive into the Power Boost shop, because we're gonna go full exhaust here. 2 middle mufflers at least, and 2 rear mufflers at a minimum. We know that for sure. So we're just going ahead and throw those in there right now. Get as much out of this as possible. Now this Nova does have a single Carb V8. What is that? It's a C, right? I don't think I have C's in this group. Nope, it's just a plain one. So I'm going to have to pick it up elsewhere. I did pull that out. So what I'm going to do, because this is a single valve, or a single carb overhead valve engine, I'm just going to build new, and then I'm going to swap these around. Is that an engine cover on that? Yeah, that's an engine cover on this. So take that off. See, it covers that, so it's not too bad. Yeah, DC did a good job on this. I love this car. This is also, if you get this mod, you download this mod, you're going to get a couple of variations. You get a lowrider. You also get the Murder Nova. Now, there's 2 versions of the Murder Nova, so be aware of that. One is a very expensive, the real deal Murder Nova, and the other one is not. It's like a replica or something. You can tell by the price tag that if you find it. Matter of fact, in my movie cars, go find it, check it out. It's in there, and you'll see what I mean. I think isn't my interior pretty much done? My interior's good, my frame's good, global body, global parts. So it's the engine. Okay, so the engine for the most part. Front end. What is the front end? Engine cover. So the engine cover, yeah, we know about. So where is the front end? Okay, engine cover. Front end, huh? Well, it beats the heck out of me. I know I've built this car a couple of times, and I just don't know. So I'm looking for a front end. So what we'll end up doing is we'll look at the parts and we'll figure it out, right? But for right now, we are going to build an engine. So why don't we just go ahead and jump over here into the engine parts, and we are just going to, let's go to engine, and we'll go ahead and start thumbing through here and start grabbing the pieces that we're going to need to build this engine with. So first and foremost, we will need a cam gear. Yes, of course. Cams we will get in the performance shop. The carburetor will get in the performance shop. 2 clips for the distributor, please. Thank you very much. Crankshaft, of course we need one. We'll get that. 3 caps as well. Crankshaft pulley. Block, definitely need a block because we need something to start with, right? So we've got that block. The heads we can get from the performance shop because we were going full performance. Mia deserves the best, right? Mia deserves it. There's valve cover B, there's valve cover A. So we've picked up those. Exhaust manifolds we'll get from the performance shop as well, as long as the fuel filter. Don't need any rollers, don't need any coils, none of this garbage in here. All that's going to be performance shop. We have to get the intake manifold because, like I've said in past videos, we don't have that in the performance shop. Red dot, listen up, we need that in the performance shop. Please. Please. Thanks. Oil pan, of course we need that. Piston rings, 8 please. Along with a fan, we're going to need that. Rocker arms, we're going to always need 16 of those. Rod caps, 8. We'll get an air filter from the performance shop as well, but we do need the base and we do need the cover. This is probably the one engine that I can do well. Probably the only one I can do well. I don't need any of those pieces or parts. Timing chain, of course we need that right there. Timing chain cover, cover right there. Push rods, going to need 16 of those. Water pump, right there. Water pump pulley, good to go. As far as the gearbox is concerned, we need the bearing there. Exhaust, we need to pick up C's, so we need to pick up a couple of those. So we've got those all taken care of. Now out to the power performance shop. Here we go. Alternator, camshaft, overhead valve camshaft. Right there. Carburetor, 1 please. Heads for the V8 overhead valve. We need 2 of those. Exhaust manifolds, definitely going to need to go with the headers. So need 2 of those. Fuel filter, of course. Coil, distributor cap, and a rotor. Wires, of course. Pistons, 8 of you. Not 9, 8. So silly. Power steering pump, air filter, spark plugs. And I think that will... Nope. That will do it. Okay, so we are heading back into the shop. Let's build ourselves an engine. So we have to select the engine we build. Single carb overhead valve engine. And this will go fairly quickly because I have all the parts that I need. And this will go together real quick. Now, if you remember back a couple of videos ago, right? Sitting over there was the Adams family 1929 Lincoln limo, right? Well, the one that I had built, right, had a V8 in it. The one I found in the junkyard with slightly lower miles, 169,000 miles on it, had a inline 6 in it. So I built the inline 6, put the inline 6 in it. I threw the, I brought the V8 into the shop. I swapped wheels and tires. I pulled the V8 out of it, and honestly, I probably could have, you know, now that I've got all these parts, I probably could have pulled it out of my inventory, my storage over there, and I probably could have used it for this car. Believe it or not, because I'll show you real quick. So, okay, hang on. Go into the warehouse. I've got mine laid out a little bit different than everyone else. Blocks. So in blocks, I've got it right there, 100%. It doesn't have all of the performance parts in it, but right there it is. I have an i4 plus 5 block. I have a V8, you know, a plus 5 block. I have 3 built engines in here. I couldn't tell you if they were performance parts or not, but yeah. Sometimes I just pull the engines out of the cars before I sell them, so I stuck them in there just in case I need one. You know, it's something quick and hefty. If this began getting really serious and I was running out of time trying to keep videos for under an hour, I would pull the engine out of there and use it instead of building one. For my Rot to Rad series, I tried to utilize the block that comes with the car. And that's only because, you know, when you're restoring cars like that, for that series, that's something unique to the series. I try to use what I can from the car as far as the block is concerned. Block and crank are the 2 key items that I hope to keep from the engine when I do build that. So, if you're interested in that series, jump on over there, take a look, let me know what you think. Movie cars. I've got plenty of these Fast and Furious movie cars, and I still have a few left to go, believe it or not. Not only do I have a few left to go, I do have I'm holding out for at least one other car for my series. We'll see if that happens to show up or not. I think Nick has it on his work in progress list. So we're waiting. I'm waiting on that one before I go full bore into completing all of my Fast and Furious movie cars. I think I've got 2. I think I have 2 left to go. Hang on. I've got 1 left for Fast 9, and I've got another one. Fast 3. It's a 350Z. I think they used the 370Z, or I have a 370Z and they use a 350Z. I don't remember. Anyway, I've got one of those to build too. I've got to take a look to see what I can do as far as a livery is concerned. But that is one of them that I'm looking to do. So in the next couple days, hopefully I can get caught up. Now that I'm traveling around, I have a few nights on my own to kind of do this kind of stuff with. But we'll see how it goes. I do get up early in the morning for work, so staying up too late is not an option for me. I would be miserable the next day. Hopefully the next couple of days I can hopefully tomorrow I can bug out a little early and probably get a couple more videos knocked out. We'll see how that goes, that's for sure. But we never know. Things always seem to change, I swear. Once you have a plan, you're like, this is what I'm going to do today. Guess what? You wake up and everything's different. It always happens. The only thing constant is change. Change is always there. Change will always be there. Alright, engine cover and that. Alright, let's finish this side up and we should be golden. I think this will, we gotta find the front end. I don't know what the front end is on this. We'll figure it out. DC's probably watching the video going, it's this, oh my god, you can't you see where it is? Yelling at the video. Alright, these are always, you know, this is such a pain in the butt. Now I gotta flip it over and get the bottom end. I'm sitting here thinking I was almost done, and I'm like, you know what? I've only built the top end. I haven't built the bottom end yet. Let me flip this bad boy over. Can't put oil in it yet. It'll go out right out the bottom. Jeez. Silly me. Look at that. Pistons will fly right out of here. In one of my earlier videos, I've said I've only done this particular item right here. I've only done this once in real life, and it wasn't a pretty sight. I spun bearings on a 1978 Blazer. How did I do it? Well, you know, it was one of those nights. It was dark. The road was out, and I decided to turn it around. And what appeared to be a flat area behind me ended up being a 4-foot ditch. And I dumped the rear axle off into this ditch, and then tried to get out of the ditch. Well, 4 feet with the Blazer, my front end was way up in the air, so you know all the oil from the engine, right? So imagine, if you will, this engine tilted, so like the fan is up here and the transmission's down here, right? So it's at this type of an angle. Where's all the oil? All the oil is in the back of the engine, right back here. Nothing was up front. So I'm spinning tires to get out of the ditch. I do get out of the ditch, by the way. I did get out of the ditch. But I wiped out the bearings in the process. So unfortunate. So I did have to replace those bearings. I'll start telling all these stories again. Everyone will be like, wait a minute, I just heard that story. Yep, you're right. Okay, so now I'm going to add this engine cover back on, right? So that's cool. Yeah, we can get rid of that engine. I don't need it. Get rid of. Oh, come on. What is going on here? There we go. Whew. Gotta get rid of it. Front end. What is the front end? That's rear trunk. Front end, huh? Okay, so what I'm going to do is jump in here and find out in the Community Cars Body Shop exactly what the front end is. Seems like it's the only piece we're missing, right? Nova. Window. Front bumper, front end. Oh, I know what it is. Jeez, okay, I gotcha. Alright, so the front end is this piece right here. There we go. It's a little chrome piece that goes along the front there. Alright, so we should be almost 100% with the exception of license plates, I think. I thought I saw something blank in there. Oh yeah, all that. Yep, okay. Rear license plate. What do we have back here? Finland? That doesn't belong on it. That belongs to my car in my summer car. Anyway. Let's go. I don't know where they're going to be. Love California. We'll go Fast 9. Alright, no. Mia. Just Mia. Aha, Mia Toretto. Alright, I've got all that done, got the front end, figured that out. I think that's all done. Let's raise her in the air and let's, oh wait a minute. I know, I heard you, I'm getting it. It's amazing how much you can hear through the speakers of this thing. Alright. So we've got that. Alrighty. Now, this is not what I wanted, but hey. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the fort. We need a good transmission here. Alright, now we can get underneath there, and now we can do what we need to do. Oops, I think I went a little too far, but that's okay. Exhaust. Whew, gotta get away from there so you can see what you're doing. Gearbox. Starter. And drive shaft. Now, from the pictures I've seen of this car, kind of hard to tell, but this hood, similar to this, but not so much raised. So I think it's like half of this. So it's almost like a cowl induction hood scoop on it, I believe. And it's probably sitting a little bit lower than this one, probably. So let's move her over into the dyno and see what happens here. Let's see what we have. Yes. How much power can Mia throw down with her nice Nova? .515 horsepower, 670 pounds of torque. A lot of torque for this car, so that's pretty cool. I think Mia can handle that. Last thing, let's I've tried to do it justice, and maybe someone else can help me out here, but I did attempt to go with a livery. Not that one, not that one, that one. So these are stripes that I tried to make fit this car. Unfortunately, if you were to look on the back here, they don't come all the way down like I wanted to, because this is all part of a different area for the livery. The front is the same way. I couldn't get them to come all the way down. I need them to come down over here. Couldn't get that to go either. But I did what I could with it, and I don't think it turned out too bad. But I'll let you guys discuss it down in the comments section. I mean, for a Mia Toretto beast, I think this isn't too bad. I think I like it. I wish I could always get a nice silver color. I can never get a nice silver color. So here we go. Fast and Furious 9, Mia Toretto's 74 Nova is what she has, but this is a 69 Nova, so we're trying to cut it close. Again, hey, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Throw a comment down below, and if this is your first time checking out these videos, hey, feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Throw some comments down. I always love communicating with all the subscribers, either in YouTube or if you catch up with me over on Steam. My name is Hurst Quayzar over there as well. Check out our Facebook page down below. You'll know who I am when we go over there. Just be sure you answer the questions, and then you'll be approved to get into that Facebook page. Just keeps all the bots out. So, until next time, keep customizing those cars out there, and I hope you enjoyed. It's Hurst Quayzar saying goodnight, and I am out.